You're back with the crossover with Marlon Jones and Armand Williams.
All right, welcome back to the crossover, Marlon and Armand, KDUS 1060. Subscribe and follow us on our social media. Man, that was a hard drop, wasn't it?
You always try to come with something different.
That was a hard drop. That was a
yeah.
It's like it fell off a table, man.
Off the table.
Man, all right. Anyway, follow us and subscribe to our social media accounts on both YouTube and Facebook at the crossover 1060. Once again, that's at the crossover 1060. That's both of them. And this segment is brought to you by AZ Turf and More, a family-owned and operated landscape design and installation company. Check us out, or check them out at their 12,000-plus installs through Instagram and Facebook, or their website, azturfandmore.com. Once again, that's azturfandmore.com. And with that, we're going to go ahead and bring in our next guest. He's the owner of AZ Turf and More. We welcome back once again the prognosticator of information.
Our betting guru.
Yeah, betting guru himself. Bring to you crazy Tracy Tingue. Crazy Tracy, you there?
What's happening, fellas? How we doing today in the studio?
We're doing great, man.
Yeah, we all it's all good in the hood.
Yeah, so what's up with you, man?
Well, yeah, I listened to the segment before the trivia. We got to figure out. I'm going to coach up Amanda this week on our time off and get her dialed in, give her another shot in a few weeks, and I think she'll take you guys down.
Yeah, we're going to work on that.
Yeah.
All right. You guys listening or following this game in Colorado? We got the CU Buffs pulling away from Nebraska as predicted.
Mm-hmm.
We thought that might be the case. A 3-point spread. Looks like Colorado's got them in hand.
Is that game? That game going on? That game is going on right now.
Right now, 23-7. Jace Feely with his third field goal of the day. Son of former great Jay Feely, good friend of the show's and mine, of course. Man, these guys look like they're the real deal. Slowed down a little bit by Nebraska's size earlier in the game, but from what I see, this looks like one that they have it well in tow. So we'll get right into the picks for the day. Some of these are going to stretch into the night and one a couple into tomorrow. Let's jump right into it, guys. I got to get behind Coco Gauff at the U.S. Open. I'm sure you guys are big U.S. Open fans, big tennis fans.
Oh, yeah. I was so disappointed in Amanda Keys.
Yeah.
Or Madison Keys. I'm sorry, Madison.
She gave up a bit.
Yeah, she kind of gave up when she blew her what was it, like a 5-3 lead there in the second set to go ahead and to close it out. But kudos to the young lady that wound up beating her. But yeah, I'm pulling for the American. I'm pulling for Coco.
Yeah, absolutely. That's going to be a bit of an upset. That's, again, our one-star play of the week. And I think, quite frankly, we're just USAing the hell out of that. Let's see if we can't get a victory and a little bit of an upset. Our two-star pick of the day, we're going to go back to the UFC. Just like we did last week, folks, going 4-1 on the show. All we do is give out winners. Our 5-star of the pick was a loss. The Gamecocks couldn't score in the red zone. Kind of a disappointment. But, hey, we can't win them all. But our two-star pick of the day is going to be in UFC. Shane Young, a New Zealander, taking on Gabriel Miranda from Brazil. As far as I'm concerned, he can get right back on his plane to go to Brazil because he's about to get waxed. That's what I got in that match.
Hey.
Guys, you like that, don't you, Marlon?
Yeah,
you like that?
That was nice.
Yeah, that's nice. I got one coming for you better. This one will get the callers raging. Our 3-star pick of the day is actually for tomorrow. Guys, I'm going with the Buffalo Bills -3 against Aaron Rodgers, all the hype, all the guys. After I saw all the TV and all the nonsense, I'm figuring these guys put in less effort than Joe Biden and Mitch McConnell this week. So I'm going with the Bills to take down the Jets. I don't think they got a shot. We'll see. I mean, there's just a chemistry part of that I can't imagine in this shorter period of time. We saw it with Kansas City. You take out one player like Travis Kelce, team doesn't click quite as it is expected to do or has in the past. So, guys, I'm looking for the Bills to go in there. They're a team that's prepared and ready to go. So we're going Bills -3. Moving on to our 4-star pick of the day. These guys, Tim Unruh hits the ball harder than these guys. I'm taking the over in Ole Miss and Tulane. That should be an exciting game, one of our 2 matchups with top 25 teams today, guys. Follow that game. I think it's going to be the second most exciting of the game, exciting game of the day, which I'm also going to give off the other one. But that's over 65. Go ahead and take Ole Miss, the Bulldogs, and Tulane Green Wave to have an exciting one. Go over 65. Before we get to my 5-star pick of the day, we got a local kid in what I think will be the most fun game of the day. It's Texas Tech and Oregon. We got Tyler Shuck, graduated from Hamilton. Looks like a kid that can play in the NFL, 6'5", 226. got an arm, can sling it for Texas Tech. Obviously, going up the great offensive Oregon. Those guys scored 146 points last week, I think, when they were playing Portland State. I don't know what the final score was, but I saw an 8 in front of that. It was pretty a dominating fashion. You a Ducks fan, Marlon?
Yeah, I'm not a Ducks fan, but, interesting enough, Tyler started his career at Oregon.
Yeah, transferred over when Bo Nix came over.
Uh-huh.
Kid's been in 3 bowl games. Certainly has the talent. And again, I'm looking for that to be the most exciting game. Not releasing the play, don't bet the farm on it, but I like the over 65.5 in that game. Again, not a lot of defense in these games, but these kids can sling it, fired around pretty good. So certainly going to be my fun game of the day.
Hey, Crazy Tracy, I got a question for you. I understand that that Cam Rising is out for the game. What's going on with Utah and Baylor right now? Baylor's up 13-6 here in the third quarter, at the end of the fourth quarter.
I hate Utah. That's what it comes down to. That team looked softer than dog crap last week.
Wow.
And I'm telling you, soft. That team
against Florida.
In Florida,
yeah.
I mean, they just look soft. So
wow.
I'm no surprise. I could never get behind. I mean, again, Florida doesn't have much of a team, but I cannot get behind this team. And now they go into an atmosphere like Baylor. And again, they look like they can probably pull off the game. They've kept it close. But they're not the type of team that I think is going to dominate anybody. I wouldn't be surprised if we get into conference play that they don't get rolled over. Cam Rising's still supposed to be out till week 4, week 5. We'll see what happens with that. But that team doesn't have much of an identity, and I don't even like watching them. I can't watch them. I can't get behind them. I mean, they're the Utes. I can't get behind the Utes. I don't even know what that is. All right, moving on to the 5-star pick of the day, the easiest play. Take it to the window, as my friend Big G would say. Alabama -7. Nick Saban 28-2 against previous assistant coaches. I like buying this game to 6.5. It'll probably cost you about 20 cents in juice. Buy that game down to 6.5. Take Alabama minus the points. Nick Saban isn't here to mess around. He likes these early season matchups against non-conference opponents that obviously are going to be a staple game and getting them into the BCS race. They're out right on the edge of it right now, but they need a statement win. He has that team geared up from everything I'm hearing at my sources down in Tuscaloosa.
Yeah, so take the points, take the 7.
Yeah, lay the 7, and I'll buy it to 6.5.
Okay.
He's also been known not to run it up on his assistant coaches. He's not that type of guy. Sarkisian's probably geared up a little bit for the game. So if Alabama wins by 7, you don't buy the point. You push, maybe put it in some parlays on the back half. I'm buying it to 6.5. Maybe twist it up with the Cubbies in a parlay if you got time.
I got a question for you. USC plays Stanford today. They're 29-point favorites. So Stanford's a 29-point dog. Do you take the points in that game or?
I don't see anything from Stanford that tells me that they can keep up explosiveness. Caleb Williams is slinging that ball around right now. ESPN has that at 94.3 to 5.7% win percentage. I'm looking for USC to roll in that game. I try to stay away from rivalry games like this, just because again you're a 30-point dog almost in a conference game. I'm limiting our exposure early in the season on things like that, just because I think that there's too much hidden information, old history. These guys get geared up. I mean, the Cardinals are going to be ready to play football, but again, I think they're outmatched on the field. But in the 30-point spread, all it takes is one long drive with a field goal culminating in a 24-point win, and USC's happy and bettors are disappointed, losing their shirts because they laid the lumber with USC. So I'm just probably staying away from the game. Hawaii isn't much of an opponent. I think they only beat them by 13. Hawaii isn't much of a – Stanford won their first game last week, for you, those that don't know, but lost their last 4 out of last year. So I don't expect much out of them, but I'm certainly not going to bet the farm on a rivalry game like this.
All right, Crazy Tracy Tingue, azturfandmore.com. Once again, you can check them out on azturfandmore.com. Tracy, as always, we really appreciate it. And next week, we're going to be – where we're going to be at? We're going to be
at Augusta Ranch. We're going to be live from Augusta Ranch in Mesa. Come on out. I'm going to have my boy Big G in town for the Cubbies. We got a bunch of Cubby fans. They're coming to town. Going to be over here at Augusta. We're going to be doing it live from Augusta Ranch, a best short course in Arizona. Secretary of the PGA and now Vice President of PGA of America, Don Ray, hosting an event at our Top Tracer golf center here at Augusta Ranch. That's supported by AZ Turf and More. You'll get an opportunity to see our fine work right outside here as you pull in. Great opportunity to check out what I'm calling one of the hidden gems of the valley, both golf course, but also environment. Bring out the kids, bring out the family. We're going to be hooping it up, getting after it.
Looking forward
I
to
mean,
it.
when I say getting after it,
Yeah.
I'm talking about zip,
Yeah.
zip, doodle, guys. Let's go.
We're
Let's
gonna have
start
some
putting
fun.
them back, and let's start having some fun.
We're going to definitely have some fun. I'm definitely looking
Zip,
forward to
zip,
that.
doodle.
I know Marlon's looking forward
Zip,
to
zip,
that.
doodle. I'll let you in on that on the DL, Marlon. Don't worry about it.
That'll work.
All right, that was crazy. Tracy Tingue, AZ Turf and More. Once again, that's azturfandmore.com. We appreciate his time again, dropping some knowledge for us in the sports world. All right, coming up next, we're going to go ahead and put a bow on this show. You're listening to The Crossover, KDUS 1060.